This week.
The utility room is a journey that brings you behind the scenes of the universe. Beyond the door lies a barren landscape inhabited by strange rocky heads. The maintenance and heavy lifting required keeps existence stable and temporal. You are a tourist, so don't do anything foolish. The utility room is touting itself as a 90-minute experience more than an actual game, and we talked about the Steam version quite a bit this week on Gamescast Live. But if you want to know more about the PSVR2 version, I'll have a full review on the channel, ready for launch. A couple weeks back, the US and UK got an official $200 price cut on PlayStation VR2 during the one-week back-to-school sale, and sales skyrocketed. But it's been a minute, and just when we were about to give up hope that the sale would hit other regions, Canada got hit with the exact same offer. Well, percentage-wise, you know what I mean. So if you live in Canada, this is your chance to get in on the deal, and for everyone else, well, there's still hope.
Life is a continuum of happenings.
Featuring environments created with photogrammetry scanning, Chernobyl Again is a time-traveling adventure about exploring the Chernobyl exclusion zone in order to prevent one of the greatest disasters of all time. We haven't heard much about this one since it was first announced over 2 years ago, but this week it's back with a new trailer, and even better, a September 12th release date on PSVR2.
Revisit, analyze, deconstruct. I will fix reality piece by piece.
Chernobyl Again wasn't the only upcoming PSVR2 game to get a release date this week, as developer Toast Interactive also announced that their enhanced Max Mustard port will be launching on October 3rd. And yeah, if that date sounds familiar, then yeah, you might already know that it's the exact same date Metal Hellsinger's coming. In fact, the whole month of October is already jam-packed with releases, so let's hope that Metro, Aces of Thunder, Arcane Age, Firmament, Undead Citadel, Zombie Army VR, and all the other games without release dates that are still coming this year land sometime in November or December.
Ready when you are.
Demeo Battles is the competitive PvP standalone mode of Demeo, the awesome turn-based RPG board game. Choose your companion, assemble an army of monstrous minions, and team up with fellow companions in your quest for turn-based glory. And this week, developer Resolution Games stated that it's finally making its way to PSVR2 sometime this year. It's hopefully not October.
Stand aside.
In IM Security, your main task is to identify who can enter the club and who can't. Guests will line up, and you've got to decide whether they're allowed in based on certain criteria. Some guests will sneak in with prohibited items, and it's up to you to find them. Use a range of tools like metal detectors and scanners to inspect the guests and uncover anything suspicious. This one seems a lot like Border Bots, so hopefully it's just as polished. Dive into the immersive world of Honeypot, a cooperative action strategy VR game where you and your friends become bees, defending the hive from bears on the hunt. Fly, gather honey, construct turrets, deploy stingers, and use bow and arrow attacks in a frantic battle to protect the queen bee's domain. It seems like the team over at Skydance Games has been listening to gamers' reactions to all the Behemoth footage they've shown off so far, and in response, revealed a brand new trailer showing off different environments, a different Behemoth, and how the grappling hook will affect the way you climb the Behemoths and get around the world. So far, this looks like the Shadow of the Colossus VR game that we've been hoping for.
Can succeed where I fail.
RadTV just announced this week that they'll be bringing their app, formerly known as Little Star, to PS5 and PSVR2 on September 2nd. It seems like it'll be a decent app for those who want to sideload content to watch in your headset, but the mission statement for the app itself leans heavily into AI video, NFTs, and blockchain. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Back in 2019, when PSVR1 was still on fire and pretty much everything was still a possibility, we got a game called Deemo Reborn, a strange puzzle-solving adventure rhythm game hybrid that really struck a chord with me, mostly because of the emotional story that came along for the ride. It took around 10 hours to roll credits, and if you really got into the rhythm sections and wanted to go for high scores, well, there was 50 songs you could play on piano. The only thing I'd want to change for a PSVR2 version is the camera. On the flat screen, it followed the main character like a traditional third-person game, but in VR, the developers were so scared of making people sick that they locked the camera in place and made the gameplay more like a point-and-click adventure. Still a great game no matter what, though, and I'd love if it made its way on the PSVR2.
どうして私は彼の名前を知っているの?
Every week, our good friend Professor Lilith organizes a multiplayer meetup over on our Discord. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing Infinite Space Exploration game, No Man's Sky. If you can't make this week's meetup, don't worry, it happens every Sunday at the same time. So, make sure you click the link in the description below. Come join our Discord.
This week.